Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming, and this is Fear the Walking Dead Sunday spoiler chat. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful afternoon. Did not get to the comic book read, I promised everybody, but we are getting the live streams in full effect, and we will do the other live stream tonight after Fear the Walking Dead. So it's going to be a 2-hour episode. We're just going to compete with Talking Dead, so we're just going to go right into it. It's going to be about 11:15 tonight, I think will be a standard time. Could tweak that a little bit, but glad you guys are all here. I've been checking out some of the comments on some of the pages and people's thoughts for Fear, and the only thing I can say is let's give it an open mind. I keep hearing people say it's not as good, it's not as good. It's stating the obvious. We know that there are just some, super hardcore Walking Dead fans out there, so Fear is never going to overtake that with a lot of people. But we are going to talk spoilers tonight, so I do have to warn everybody here. I'm going to give you exact things that are going to happen. So if you want to be surprised, this is not going to be the chat for you. Now, I won't give you the whole thing. There's still going to be a few things here or there, but I'm going to set the parameters, and for what I've seen from the spoilers, it looks pretty good. And I'm going to go into this just thinking, let's just let it happen. Let's let it happen the way it's going to happen. We do know they're going to beef it up, but one thing that happens tonight is Travis grows a pair finally. I think he gets his he finally is going to start to transition into somebody who's going to take a little bit of charge. So we're going to see some good stuff with Travis tonight, and then we'll get back to storyline. But so far with Fear, it's been group gets together, they get split up, group gets together, groups get split up, all of those things. Nick and Madison are, kind of real hardcore, but Travis, in my book, has lagged a little bit behind, and I need to see him develop and just toughen up a little bit more. It's just my opinion. But thanks to all the people that are in this chat right now. So set a few of the let me go ahead and tell you guys a little bit, if you're new here, about what we do. We've got spoilers going on a couple times a week. So early on Sunday mornings, 11 o'clock, we do gaming videos with Walking Dead. Then at night, either Fear the Walking Dead or when Walking Dead's on, 7:30, we do Sunday spoilers, talk about what's going to happen in the episode. Then we do a recap afterwards. Monday is our real casual day. We do random things and just talk about a little bit of Walking Dead, but a lot of other stuff. And then Wednesday is our midweek where we piece it all together. So it looks like this Wednesday we're going to be talking a little bit of Fear, and we're also going to be talking about The Walking Dead. So we'll have a couple things working at the same time. Should be a lot of fun. And I see a few people here. Lindsay, and let me tell you guys also, most people know this, but if you're part of this stream, I will call on you. I will read your comments, so don't type anything that you don't want in a video. And if you don't want to be included in the video, don't type anything, because that's the way it's going to happen. So for example, I'm going to start out, one of my comments may say, Lindsay Luke says, I just don't like any of the characters. And Lindsay, I think that's what I was struggling with early is, I wouldn't say I didn't like any of the characters. I didn't like Chris. I thought Travis was just a little too, didn't take charge enough. But then I had to go back and realize that this is shocking for a lot of people. And I think too often we compare it to The Walking Dead. If we go back and watch The Walking Dead and look at what some of the characters went through there, we can sympathize and understand it a little bit better this time around. So Tommy's sweet-ass McCandless made it, so welcome, Tommy. Awesome pictures from the Comic-Con, so if you guys get over, check out the Facebook page, and you can see what I'm talking about. But some good stuff. And Tommy, stop using Tommy Jr. in order to get close to Harley Quinn lookalikes. Come on, bud, you can do better than that. So I saw some of the pictures, but really, really good stuff out there. Hockey Man, yeah, see, he's right there with me. Hockey Man says, I didn't like Chris. Yeah, wasn't real sad to see him go. So my moderators in the house, Moody Girl, Dark Angel, thank you for being here and keeping this chat honest. And I saw a few other people popped in. Harley Quinn actually made it. I saw Little Michonne is here as well too. Jamie Jordan. Jamie, I don't know if you were in the last stream. Were you? I might have missed you, but do you think Madison will find Nick tonight? Yes, she will. It's not do I think. Here we go. Let me say it one more time. I have the spoiler info, so I'm going to give you the exact things that are going to happen. So stay tuned. And I'll say it a few times through this because some people are going to be popping on in and out, and they're going to be like, oh my God, why did you tell me that happened? Because this is spoiler chat. This is not how we feel about it. This is not the recap. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Kelly G? Kelly Golonzinier. So here we go. I'm going to start it out for you guys and girls and just tell you a couple things that is going to happen. So the episode is going to start out with Madison, Travis, and Alicia are going to be captured by a group. So here's the thing with this group. Apparently, this group, they're being interviewed by a military leader, and his name is Troy. And we think Troy is the leader of the group. Now, we are going to find out later on he's not the leader of the group. And we don't know if these guys are military. It's very vague the way this is going to go down. It is a military type of base, but the thought process is that these might have been people that overtook the military base. I know it sounds a little far-stretched because they're military, right? But military was being sent out different directions. So this base evidently was weakened. So we're not sure if they're 100% legit, but they do have a military-style operation. So Teresa Brown binge-watched last season. So you guys should be pretty caught up. But I'm going to kind of scroll through a couple of the spoilers and let you know just a little bit of the Q&A that's been around there. So, how is Alicia dealing with the aftermath of killing Andres? She seems to be okay, but Madison, so they're going to go, this is 2 hours, so they're going to go into the psyche of everybody. So it's basically saying that Madison is going to be a little bit rattled. Now, evidently, when they get captured, Travis is taken into a dark holding cell where he actually finds Nick. I skipped over something here, sorry. I'll get to Alicia in 1 minute. So here's kind of the way it goes down. Travis is beaten, then he's taken into a dark holding cell. Nick is being held there as well. Madison and Alicia are locked in a different room, and they will be interviewed by Troy. So we also find out that Alicia, the sneaky girl she is, actually has a knife hidden in her boot. So I like Alicia. I like some things, I guess. I like the fact that I think Alicia can be tough. I think Alicia can kill. Actually, you know, all of them I think are going to transition into that. It's just Travis that irked me. That was the one I think that just set me off. But evidently, Travis is going to start doing some killing too. A little bit more. I mean, we saw him toughen up a little bit at the end of last season. What's up, Philip? Thanks for joining. Chris is the one that, what happened with Chris? Did Chris actually go through the window? I'm trying to go back. I watched the episode, I promise. Didn't they have the wreck and he flew through the window? I Rock 6. Hey, thank you for popping in. But I know a lot of people, the only thing I'm going to say is give it a shot. Give it a shot, hang out with us, and we'll see. I mean, tonight we'll talk about what we liked and what we didn't. So yeah, I think what I'm remembering is that Chris actually flew through a window and they just left him there to die. Yep. Chris is gone. Chris is gone. You're not going to see Chris because here's the thing. If you're saying you didn't see a body, it's going to move faster. And Chris is not in the episode tonight, but they're relocating. Keep in mind, they're going from Mexico to trying to get back to home, and they're going to be so far removed, you can just write that whole that Chris is still alive out. Nope, he's dead. He's gone. Not a part of it. Not a part of the first 2 episodes. So scratch that, Lindsay. Or who was it? Was it Lindsay or Jamie that said that? I got to go back now. It was Jamie. Jamie Jordan said she doesn't think Chris is dead. I can assure you he is. All right. Madison is going to do whatever it takes to save her family. We know that about Madison. That's not a shocker. So the people in charge, we talked about this just a touch. It's a group of what we're thinking is military guys. So a lot of tonight's episode is going to be military themed. And evidently, they like to capture Mexicans and execute them one by one. And then what they do is they record the reanimation process because, so there's two trains of thought here. Some people are saying that they're just torturing people. They're sickos. And some people are saying, okay, it's for science. They want to kill them, and they want to see how long it takes for them to reanimate. So what they're saying is their excuse is that they're doing it for science, but the general public thinks they're doing it just because they're twisted. They're twisted, evil people. Oh, Gecko, come on. Don't start the conspiracies. There's a better chance of Glenn being alive than Chris being alive. Not going to happen. I already know where that's going. All right, so we're going to move on. I'm going to give you guys a few more spoilers. So keep in mind, tonight's episode is very violent. So it's going to be a lot about torture, executions, all of the above. People want to know how Travis is dealing with killing the Chris's friends. Evidently, Travis doesn't think twice about it. But it's pretty obvious. Nick asked about Chris when they're in the holding cell together. So Travis and Nick are locked up together. Nick will start asking questions like what happened with Chris, and Travis is still rattled by it. All right, so the military gunned down the La Colonia survivors. So not really a lot of the story with that. What happens is, I guess Troy tells Madison a little bit that they get people from Mexico coming all the time trying to steal their stuff. So there could have been some interaction between that group and these military type of guys. Then we've got Nick and Lucy. The question comes up, do Nick and Lucy try to escape? So yes, but it backfires. There is a third person that is with them. Evidently his name is Steven. So Steven, Nick, and Lucy do escape from the holding cell. They climb down into a sewer, but then Steven is shot. And they basically throw his corpse down in the sewer, hoping that he's going to kill Nick and Lucy. So we're going to open it up for a few questions right there. I got a few more spoilers with tonight's episode, but I don't want to give you guys too much to process at one time. So so far, that's what we know. We know that Nick, Lucy, Travis, Alicia, Madison. So it's going to be a lot of interrogation going on. The relationship or the interrogation going on between Troy and Madison is going to be key toward the end of the episode. Just reading through a couple of comments and see which ones we want to address. Keep in mind, we got several people here that just popped in. If you guys are just popping in, this stream does contain spoilers. It does contain things that are going to happen, confirmed things that are going to happen. So just keep that in mind as you participate in the chat. There is not a main character dying tonight, Lindsay. Now, Travis does not die tonight. Now, if you want to get into episode number 2, rumors, we can talk about that. But let's save that for next week. So, no main characters will die tonight. Tonight is about the military, the interrogation. An escape attempt, but minor characters and people being tortured that die. Let's see if I got some Strand information. Well, the big shock tonight, someone does die, and it is and that's what the whole storyline is going to be about tonight. So Madison gets really freaked out about this interrogator. So Madison evidently is going to kill. So we think Troy is the leader of the military group, right? Madison, I guess, I think she stabs him in the eye with a spoon and kills Troy. But we find out Troy's brother is actually the leader of the group, and apparently he didn't know everything that was going on, so they tried to escape. And let me just give you guys this stuff. Let's see. The group will get separated. Let's see. No main characters die except for Troy. Travis is thrown in a pit and kills a whole lot of walkers in a pit. So Travis looks like he's just starting to go crazy mode. He's going like Carol, beast mode. And I want to see that. I think that's something that I'm really looking forward to see if Travis gets that rage and starts to become that tough character that I really want him to be. This base will get overrun tonight. Let's see. Lucy, is injured very badly. She does talk to Travis a little bit, ask him if any people survived, and he goes, no, only the dead. All right. Madison, Troy. This is it. So Troy really starts to creep out Madison. She doesn't trust him. He seems way too interested in the both of them. And he keeps dodging questions about Travis. So she thinks that Troy's going to kill her and Alicia after all. So instead of waiting for that to happen, she stabs Troy in the eye with a spoon, tries to escape, using Troy as a shield. But Troy's brother shows up just in time, apologizes for his brother, and offers to help Madison get her family back. So what happens to Travis? He's thrown in a walker pit after he helps Nick and Lucy escape. So it looks like Troy doesn't mind helping Nick and Lucy, but maybe Troy has some interest in Madison, and so he's using Travis. He wants to get rid of Travis, get him out of the picture. But Travis will not die tonight. Travis will fight off the walkers. And ultimately what's going to happen is they do reunite, but then they do get separated. So at the end of tonight's episode, what's going to happen? Madison and Nick end up in a truck, and Travis, Alicia, and Lucy in a helicopter. So, and then there are rumors about how the helicopter, things that will happen with the helicopter next week, and whether Travis will make it. So you'll hear the rumors that Travis is going to die next week. I don't think so. I think there will be issues with the helicopter, but we'll kind of carry that into next week. So that is going to give you a pretty good overview of everything that's going on. There's other things that obviously we missed that are going to be the intricacies of what happened, but you know, if Travis gets thrown into a pit of walkers, it ain't going to be 5 minutes. I mean, they're going to kind of drag that out a little bit. So this stream tonight is about a 35-minute stream. It's not going to be a super long stream because I want you guys to have dinner, get everything ready. Just wanted to kind of whet everybody's appetite a little bit, get them thinking about The Walking Dead, throw some spoilers out there so you have a good overview. Sounds like it's going to be a good episode. I think I'm interested in watching it. We will do the recap tonight, so at 11:15 to 11:30. Just stay tuned for that. It'll be it'll be the same time that Talking Dead is on, so I think Talking Dead starts at 11:10, so maybe we'll do ours around 11:15. I'm going to open it up. Any questions, any speculations that you think are going to happen, anything you're looking forward to, and hopefully, we start to build a little bit of a bond with some of these characters that are out there. I think that is the biggest challenge right now is people don't, they're having a hard time relating to the characters because we relate so much with the ones on the other Walking Dead. Hey, I know. We got people, international viewers, Tyrese. So, and I imagine the late stream tonight is going to be really, really late. But at least watch the playback. The one thing that I would ask you guys is, obviously I appreciate all of you guys being here. Slap the like button. That'd be nice. We got 20 or 30 people have not hit that like button yet. So if you guys could, I guess for fear we can't Lucille it. And we can't iron it. So we need like a Madison that like button. Because Madison's the real killer. If you guys could just please Madison the like button for us. And also, once the video goes live in about 10 or 15 minutes, get over there, leave some comments, leave your thoughts for people that are watching it during the playback. Because some people are not going to watch it. They're going to watch it after the show because they don't want it to be spoiled. So perfectly understandable. Jamie, I would say the main is Madison. But I do think that dynamic... I don't see Travis dying this early. But at the same time, I don't think they can keep splitting them up either. They keep splitting them up, we're going to get bored of that. I would say at this point, a lot of people want to know, will Fear run into The Walking Dead? And at this point, I'll say no. That is subject to change. I think everybody wants it to, them to be the Whisperers or something that's going to morph into something else. Directing, the only way I think that could happen is if the show ended. If the show ended and some of those characters merged over, I could see that happening. But running 2 shows, depending on how many seasons this runs, I don't see that as a possibility. Yeah, Tommy, we're going to have to use the catchphrase at certain... The Wednesday night stream, I think we could use the catchphrase. We could Lucille the like button because we will be talking both Walking Dead. So, another 4 or 5 minutes here. Questions, general statements, comments, anything that you're looking forward to in Fear? Anything that you're hoping is going to happen to sort of, get you back on the Fear train a little bit? Well, because Sebastian here, you're saying like, why wouldn't they? Imagine doing 2 TV shows and having to watch both TV shows and having it play out simultaneously. I just don't see that as one character here, another character, take them off the show. I get it. But if that's going to be your main storyline and your main point, right now there is travel, but we're not talking about... The group traveled from Georgia to Virginia. So travel is still doable, but the one thing we have to look at is if we compared the 2 groups, where are they at in time compared to the other group? And there is still going to be some air travel, helicopters, those types of things, but we're talking about driving across country. So there's a difference between a 300-mile trip and a 3,000-mile trip. So the longer the show goes on, the less likely it is that they're going to be able to travel cross country. Cross country food, cross country gas. I mean, that's a long drive. With highways blocked and all of the things that we went through and all the distractions. And it's not like they're on a mission to get to Washington, D.C. I mean, I don't know if Travis or Nick's going to have that Eugene moment and say, hey, let's get to the nation's capital. I mean, you got to have a reason to start driving to get all the way to Washington, D.C. I don't see it happening. Madison will likely be Fear's version of Rick. Yeah, she could be. I guess Travis still could be too. The verdict is going to be out a little bit. Oh, I thought you did mean next weekend. So, yeah, my bad. So everything you've been typing is just kind of, whatever, man. Move on. Drop it. Yeah, Diane, I am too. But we'll see what happens in the second episode. I have the spoiler for the second episode, but it's going to be a little bit of a cliffhanger. I mean, with Gimple and the amount of it depends. So let's see what we think about the show tonight. If we think it's going to be, if it's bad and they start to get to desperation, then maybe Gimple will step in and push it more toward. But like we said, it could be a one-off here or a one-off there. But even still, if Madison were to ever get involved in that show, it's a long journey for her to get cross-country, right? And then people are going to say they cheesed it and they, took the easy way out. They merged it because that's what the fan base is saying. Yeah, and I would rather watch the group develop without having in the back of my mind that they have to become part of something else. And maybe that's a little bit of the issue. Maybe that's what a lot of people are waiting for. I don't see Rick saying, "Hey, we gotta get to Los Angeles, see what's going on in Los Angeles." And what it's going to show that there are other groups out there. Right? We don't need Fear to become a group or a secondary group or part of that. There can be people alive in California. There can be people alive in Texas. There can be people alive in Canada. And it should ultimately develop that hope, that sense of hope we're looking for in The Walking Dead. Rick's group's out there, and then they find Negan. And then there's going to be the Whispers at some point. They are going to find that group. So Adam, Travis is not going to die tonight. That is 100% false. Well, it can happen, but Mr. Scott could beam him above the Enterprise and fly him warp factor 10 to Omega Galaxy 27 and have them attacked by Romulans. Anything is possible. I'm just saying it's not necessary. It's perfectly acceptable that you can have a group living, which a TV show is there, and another group living in a different area, and different groups there, without making the assumption that one group has to merge into a killer group on the other end of the coast. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not going to hold my breath for it to happen. I think it would be a desperation move, honestly. But I mean, hey, we have the right to disagree. I mean, there's no harm in everybody having their own theory. I'm not saying one theory. It's just the question came up to me, do I think? And my answer is no, I don't think it's going to happen. I did not see any Ophelia references in the spoilers, Lindsay. But a lot of that, the characters, the development, and this is what I want to talk about tonight. When we do the live stream and we recap a little bit, I'm probably going to go around the horn a little bit and find out which characters do you feel a little bit closer to, which ones did you bond a little bit more towards, all of those things. And because we got to start to like some of these people if the show is really going to slam dunk and become a success. Some people like it at varying stages. I'm still open-minded toward it. But tonight is going to go a long way for me, and you guys will probably see it tonight when we talk about it. I'm going to say, I was a little disappointed in such and such's characters, or I really like this. They're starting to build me around that. The writers, it's their responsibility to do that. And they do it so well with The Walking Dead. They can lure us in, they can make us like, they can make us hate. I think we're a little too headstrong at this point. So we'll see if they can break us down a little bit. What's up, Buffy Batcave? Thanks for popping in. Ramon, long time no see, buddy. Thanks for popping in here. Wow, people haven't been here for a couple weeks. They come in and it's like everybody notices. Where you been? A couple of new people are here as well, too, so definitely appreciate you being here. We get heated sometimes. We take some of these topics because we all, we're passionate about what we think is going to happen and what we want to happen. So appreciate all the different diversified thoughts, input, everything. Brene was proud of Nick for breaking his drug habit. Well, Lucy might give him a meaning now. Well, hey, appreciate it. Appreciate the support. All right, hey everybody. This has been this is our introductory. This is Fear the Walking Dead Season 3. If you guys just tuned in, go back to about the first 10 minutes or so because there's a lot of direct spoilers. I'm not going to recap everything because we talked about it, but just some of the bullet points. The group, there's going to be a military group, maybe not really military, but we get some baddies. We get some bad guys tonight. Some people like to torture and kill. We're going to develop a little bit more. We get to find out Travis's toughness. Madison will kill again, so look out for that to happen. And the group is going to be on the run, but not everybody is completely split up. So evidently they are trying to get back in a homeward area. So I'll kind of leave it at that. Appreciate all of you guys being here. 11:15-ish tonight. Get back over here. Let's talk about the show, what we liked, what we didn't like, and I think it'll shed a lot of different light. It'll shed light on our viewpoints. Thank you for everything that you guys do. I don't have any Ophelia information, Diane, so it could be something that was missed in the spoilers. I don't have 100% of it, but I got a good 80-85% of it. So thank you once again. I'm going to give shout-outs to all of you. We also will. Wednesday night's going to be a little bit interesting because Wednesday night is going to talk about Fear and also The Walking Dead, so we'll sort of split it up. And we'll continue to draw some of these comparisons, some of this debate as we get further along. And I think to Sebastian's point, you know what? 2 years from now, I might be eating my words and saying, you know what? Somebody did make it over, and they are part of the show. The time lapse is what is kind of concerning me a little bit. I don't see it happening, but you guys know The Walking Dead. Like Kevin Garnett, anything is possible. So thank you, thank you, thank you. A few shout-outs. I want to say what's up to Teresa Brown. Ramon, thanks for joining us. Also, Dark Angel. Appreciate you being here. Lindsay, Luke, pleasure as always. I'll see you at the stream coming back. Moody the Muddy Girl. You guys know. New nickname. 43 Hockey Man, thanks for being here. Jill McGuire, shout out. Tommy Sweetass McCandless. Who else we got? Sharon Doble, thank you for being here. Just showed up. You got to watch the playback, right? Christoph Mueller Olson, thank you. Appreciate you being here. Watch the playback. D. Mooney, thank you. Harley Quinn, the bouncer. Harley, was that you taking pictures with little Tommy? Just wondering. Gecko Skates, thank you for being here. Jamie Taylor, Walking Dead Girl is like a popsicle on a hot summer day. Kelly Golon Zenier. Holly Pierce, thank you. AJ Jepson. JJ, what's up, JJ? Shanny D, a.k.a. Little Michonne. Emmy Desiree Bacon. Yeah, you're late. It's all right. You get a free pass every once in a while. So I got my LL with Lindsay Luke. I got my JJ with Jamie Jordan. Great Dane, pleasure seeing you. Thank you for being here. Holy Roly. Fernando Corona. See ya. Peace. Who else we got? I missed a couple. Ann Hodge, thank you. You definitely get a shout out. You guys get over to the 999 Army fan page as well. Just leave some thoughts. Rial, what color lace shorts do I want to wear? Oh, definitely going with a, maybe a split side, maybe half teal, half fuchsia. Teal and fuchsia lacy shorts would be awesome. No pie for you. Diane Estes, thank you for being here. Diane, pleasure. Cybercat CC, what's up? What's up? And the only thing I ask you guys that are here, just watch the show with an open mind tonight. Let's not go in expecting it to be bad. It might be bad. But if it is, we'll talk about it. Let's just, let's watch it. And we'll come back, and that way we don't, go in expecting something terrible. Steph Richardson wants magenta. Steph, we're going to have to change Steph Richardson's nickname. Steph 1800. I'll come up with a tequila for Steph Richardson. She needs a tequila nickname. Let me think about that. Peace Dove. Thank you. There will be new comic books soon, I swear. Just today was not the day it was going to happen. Tobin McLeod, what's going on? All right. I probably missed a couple shout-outs as normal. Some people are on a little bit more lag than others, but I appreciate you being here. If you missed the first 10 or 15 minutes, you probably missed most of the spoilers. No major characters will die tonight, but watch out for Troy. Thanks, everybody. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.